The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 84. You get the Nasdaq off 21, S&P's off 10. Not bad compared to where we were in the futures market this morning.
Definitely. The Dow down, what, 176, I believe?
Yeah.
180, somewhere around there, right?
Big numbers.
Yeah.
Gold contract down $3.90, trading at $12.88. We have silver down 21 cents, $16.36. Copper, they're hitting the copper market. Copper's down 6 pennies, $3.07 a pound. Light sweet crude flat, $72.13. We'll have those API numbers out this morning. EIA numbers out this morning.
Yep.
Notes and bonds. Now, this is where it's going to get really wild, folks. Okay, get the 10-year note up 9 ticks, 119.05. 30-year bond up 22, 141.30. Now, the 30-year got back in a higher range. Wants higher price, lower yield. King dollar up 364 ticks, trading 93.885. Now, King dollar set up a nice tri-star doji yesterday. It would need follow through. What it's doing today, it's going after the highs of Monday. Now, what I expect we're going to see out here, 2 o'clock this afternoon, we get the Fed minutes out.
Definitely.
So we're going to get movement inside those currencies, inside the bond, inside the euro. We have the euro trading right now at 117.10 to 1 U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 110 to 1 U.S. dollar. Now, the yen is, bottom line, getting a lot stronger very quickly. So it's going to be interesting. We have a lot of fluctuations inside these currency markets. You know.
Yeah, you have dollar strength, right? You get some gold weakness off that dollar strength for sure.
Big time.
Lots of action.
And if we look at Argentina, between Argentina, folks, Argentina's lost 25% of its value in the last 6 months, as has Turkey.
Okay.
So the bottom line is, last time I actually saw some of this happening was in 1998. Everyone always claimed that, you won't have a currency contagion. And guess what? That thing moved so quick from Indonesia. So it's going to be intriguing to see what type of confidence, because it's all a confidence game in the currency game.
Sure, yeah.
Pretty amazing.
Definitely.
Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, TD Ameritrade. He's been shopping at Tiffany's for his wife. You can see Tiffany's is up 17%.
I would love to see what he got then,
I'm telling you, man, I was on the way in. I think he did it all by himself. And, folks, if you haven't listened to a Kevin show yet, it's an outstanding show. Every trading day right here. Think of swim lessons, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Guys, when you talk about the little blue box or the little blue bag, just think of these 2 words. Just go in there, buy a little Paloma Picasso, and the rest is all taken care of for you guys. Come on. You know how I have a beautiful wife? Because I know how to shop Tiffany.
Totally,
go,
man. And there's no doubt, man. I'm telling you.
It seems like you're not the only one from those numbers, Kevin.
Wow.
I hate to, but
Can you believe those numbers?
Seriously.
Of all the retailers to come in and beat, Tiffany's comes in 10% same-store sales.
I know.
10%. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
And you know, when you, folks, just so you can understand, retailers are having a hard time, right? Well,
Right.
Tiffany's really wasn't having a hard time anyway. I mean,
Sure.
But this is just blowing away its high.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, just see ya, don't want to be ya. I mean, pretty intense, man.
Quite a number, man.
Hey, Tom O'Brien, what does that say about the true overall health of this economy if, as some retailers are struggling with the simple goods that people buy, something like Tiffany's is going off the charts with the high-end jewelry? It's pretty telling statistic on the overall economy.
Oh, I agree, man. Listen, I think this economy is on fire. I'm worried a little bit, because I'm saying to myself, we've both been around long enough that, I'm trying to figure out, okay, is this the beginning of people really letting go? And it seems like we're maybe 6 or 7 months into, like, people really letting go. Do you know what I'm saying? So the real key in that, folks, is that, okay, as long as they don't go mortgage their house to go buy something, it's good. You know what I mean? If you're using the cash flow that you have, it's good. And thus far, bottom line, the equity mortgages haven't gone up dramatically. So we're not, we're not there that people are just mortgaging a house, buying a boat, buying a diamond, and all that,
Sure.
which is important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. But I mean, what else is going on? How about Lowe's?
Yeah.
Lowe's is a pretty interesting stock today, isn't it?
It's amazing. And Lowe's, folks, okay, that opened, well, when Tommy was doing the update, it opened down 2 points, right?
Well,
pre-market,
it was even as low as 82 at one point. It was hovering around 85, 86, and but then.
But the numbers weren't good.
Yeah, it was a mixed bag, right, Kevin? I mean, we had the numbers up. It was
what they did that really set maybe the tone for the future in terms of Lowe's is they hired Marvin Ellison.
Yeah.
Away from JCPenney. Now let's tell the quick story of Marvin Ellison. He started out at Target, right? Then he was at Home Depot for 12 years.
Yeah.
And 4 years ago, he left Home Depot to go to JCPenney because he said, hey, I can fix JCPenney.
Right.
Just like I was running the U.S. stores for Home Depot, I could fix JCPenney.
Yeah.
Well, 4 years later, he looked around and said, I can't fix JCPenney.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I don't want
to
to be.
To Lowe's, where now he's back in his, I think his circle of competence, I call it, where he's back in like a competitor to Home Depot. I think that's why people are looking at that very positively.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. And, we know that JCPenney's in trouble, but actually, Tommy and I were looking at these numbers yesterday. Since he was actually there, they went from a big loss, JCPenney, to actually making money.
They did.
So it was really surprising. It's
their revenue held steady,
it
and
did.
their earnings went from a dramatic
So
loss.
for a retailer, I can imagine if he did that there and he held them, I can imagine what he can do with a good company.
Sure,
right?
that's what Lowe's saw
You're
too, right?
exactly right. I mean, what he did with JCPenney, too, he left them a lot better than he found them.
Oh.
He reduced their debt.
Yep.
And like I said, he turned it from a pretty big loss to, a small profit. But still, he's got that at least stabilized.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And, the bottom line is that Home Depot and Lowe's, I can't see them. They're not getting taken out by the Amazons of the world. We were just talking about that yesterday. There's some things you might order, but guess what? I think most things that we buy for our house, you want to, big things, you want to feel it, right? I mean, you want to see it.
Where Amazon fails, Tom,
Yeah.
is their ability to, deliver something to your house that's big, right, and that you need to see and touch and take a look at before you buy it.
Right.
Big products that have to be delivered and men have to carry it in your house.
Yeah.
That's where you may see some drop-off with Amazon's effectiveness.
Right. So, we're kicking into the summer. I know we've been talking about the aspect of what are we doing with options, what are we doing with the VIX, because you got to be careful in the summer.
Memorial Day's here, man.
I know.
Yeah, but today, look at all the risk-off trades that are up. Bonds are up.
Right.
VIX is up. Gold. Even with the dollar up, I didn't look since the market opened, but gold was up pre-market, and then the Japanese yen is stronger as well today. So a lot of things, at least to start the day, that are looking to risk off. Now, we'll see how that follows through the rest of the day. If the dollar stays strong, I expect gold to, at some point, trail off here a little bit.
Yeah, and then we get the Fed minutes at 2 o'clock. That's going to be some
never
fun
Right,
stuff.
a big number today is the Fed minute.
You got to love it, man. Listen, folks, right here, 45 minutes from now, great program. You want to understand option strategies upside down. You want to understand futures. Kevin, you have a great one and a safe one. Of course, we look forward to the program in 45 minutes.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 50. You get the Nasdaq off 4. S&Ps are off 6.5. And you can expect, when we get this Fed numbers minutes, folks, at 2, I expect we're going to get a lot of movement. The reason I'm saying that is that you've had the 30-year bond get inside its higher range. The 10-year is getting very close to it. The 10-year only needs another 8 ticks to get inside its higher range. Now, the 30 did come back inside it with conviction, so that's saying it wants to be inside it. You had the wide price spread. We get the volume behind the move. The real kick is going to be what does the Fed say about interest rates on these minutes?
Definitely.
And it looks like, to me, it might be a surprise.
Okay.
Because what you have is that the movement in all of these is pretty quick. Now, one of the telling movements out here is actually the yen. The yen is getting really strong. So it's like, okay, we're going to calm down on the interest rate movement.
Okay.
And if we are, and they may be worrying about the emerging market currencies, how smoked they're actually getting, which is, we don't pay attention to that a lot because, bottom line is that you have to go to those countries. But there was an article, I think I sent it to you yesterday, about vacations,
yeah,
right?
I was going to bring it up last segment, right?
Yeah.
About just, vacations to those areas are becoming very cheap, that's what happens when currencies...
King dollar, man. And it's not that the dollar has gone up that dramatically here, but currencies have gone down against the dollar dramatically in a lot of these countries.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you lose confidence, not just in the dollar, in their currency, that's when you have runs on the banks, and that's when contagion can turn very fast against currencies.
Yeah, and there's some fundamental reasons, though, that, it's not just an acceleration of rhetoric and feelings. I mean, there's some problems going on there that underlie the acceleration of their currencies to the downside.
Totally.
For sure.
So, Wednesday.
That's
oil.
right. Oil. So we have some volatility across the board, definitely in the oil market as well. We'll jump over to the Nadex platform. So we're looking at the crude contract. We're in the July contract now.
Yeah.
Crude currently trading above $72. Prices at the pump definitely going up, man.
Oh, yeah.
72.05. So let's look at setting up a volatility trade. It's 10:20 right now. We get the EIA inventory number at 10:30, 10 minutes from right now. And so I jumped in here originally. I took a look at the spreads that expire at 11 a.m. Those are going to give us an option with maybe 71.75 we could use. Now we're trading at 72.05, so that's 30 cents away, or 72.50 if we're looking to make a volatility trade, right? When we go over this Wednesdays, Thursdays, maybe natural gas. We're going to be looking to purchase a spread with bullish potential, sell the spread with bearish potential, and ideally, when you're just looking for volatility, they line up right where the spreads begin. So we don't have a good scenario for 11 a.m. exactly, but what's nice is I jumped around ahead of this segment. The noons and the 2:30s do. So we'll go through each one of them, right? Yeah. So they line up at 72, which is nice. So we'll start with the ones that expire at 12, and we're going to start, and we'll pull up the bullish spread, which has exposure from 72 to 73.50. Yeah. We're going to look at the bearish spread, which has the same $1.50 exposure, just to the downside, $72 to $70.50. So if you're looking to place a volatility trade, you have exposure in both directions. You'd be buying the bullish spread, you'd be selling the bearish spread, and what's going to happen here is that you have 5 pennies, call it, of intrinsic value. 6 pennies now of intrinsic value to the bullish side. Yes. So your bullish spread is going to be about $6 more than the bearish spread, and this is where they line up. Your bullish spread's 27, your bearish spread's 22, so you're looking at about $49, which would be 49 cents, right, away from 72. We'll just call it 50 cents for easy math. Yeah. So you need 50 cents a movement by noon to break even away from 72, right? And you got about a 4 or 5 penny head start to the upside. Okay. So that's your 12, right? So what's nice here is immediately they have the spreads that start at 8 a.m. or they have the dailies that start really last night. Yes. That are a little bit bigger. So we'll jump to the 8 till 2:30s. Now these are $3 spreads. Okay. So they go from 72 to 75. And what I'm going to show is, I'll pull up this bid real quick. So this is your bullish spread. But what usually happens, right, is when they have identical price points for the 2:30, what I want to point out is, so this is the one that has $5. And look at the bid offer spread here, okay? Here's your one that has $3 of potential. Here's the one that has $5 of potential. And they're identical bid offers, okay? So we see it a lot. So you don't have to pay for the extra $2. $2, right? You know, if you're purchasing this, they're not, it's a similar time, as in exactly, you have till 2:30, and so the market's not making you pay for that extra $2 of potential if you somehow got a spike above $75 in oil, which guess what, man, oil's been rocking, right? You never know in terms of, there's geopolitical risk going on over there, something could happen in the news, who knows, right? And so, 2:30 is a long time. It is a long time. It's it's 4 hours in a trading day. We've already seen some volatility, whether it's in the dollar, right, in gold. So it's in play for sure. So I'm just going to close those out. If you're going to make this trade, no matter whether you were going just bullish, just bearish, right? I mean, if you're just making a bullish trade, same thing. You would want to be purchasing this one, right? Because you want that exposure if you don't have to pay for it. So this would be our bullish spread, and again, we have 72 to 77. All right, that's costing you $33. Which isn't really bad as we go through these, because what was the other one costing us? Not much. 49 total. Yeah, right. The 22 is on that side. 24 maybe. So that would be our bullish spread, 72 to 77. Yeah. Here would be your bearish spread, again, $5 to the downside. So look how intriguing this is. We're talking about $61 versus 49. My opinion would be that is a premium worth paying for. Right. When you're only talking about $13, $14 extra, which represents only 14 cents in oil that you need, and you have the 2.5 extra hours, and if you ever get a moonshot, the big numbers, you have the $5. Because $1.50 is definitely in play. All right. Right. And so yeah, not bad setups. And again, the price to remember is that these all start at 72 as our pivot point, I like to call it. Right. So anything away from 72, you're gaining value on. 72 being your max loss if you're making this trade. But what's nice here as well is these aren't bad if you just want to go directional. We always like looking at it because you don't need a directional bias, you just need a volatility bias. Yes. But if you're bullish, if you're bearish, you can always just go in and purchase one side, and it's really not bad in terms of, you're paying only 30 cents, about 28, 30 cents on either side. For a long period of time. For 4 hours with EIA about to break. And last night when the API came out, we didn't really get a lot of movement inside it, and it was I think it was a drawdown of only like 987,000 barrels or something. Okay. But and I'm zooming over to the chart right there. You can see it. Not too much volatility at all. Came out 4:30 last night, and we were trading at about 72 before that. And it seems like we spiked up about 13 pennies on that news, and it's pretty intriguing that we're literally like at the exact price before that API number. So
it doesn't seem like, this oil market just doesn't want to back off.
No, it does not.
It just doesn't want to back off.
Headlines for $5 oil in New York, I was telling you yesterday.
For gasoline,
for gas. And we're a far cry. That's probably, who knows where that is in New York. It's buried somewhere where it must be tough to get to, or just so busy, one of these areas in New York. But still, we haven't seen $5 oil anywhere in the country in a while.
Yeah.
So here's what's intriguing. We're at 72 on the dot right now, right?
Yep.
So let's see how these recalibrate with literally indicative index at 72, all right? So it's nice. Here's your bullish, here's your bearish. So now we're talking about 58. See how it pulls out that intrinsic value?
Yeah.
So it's nice when they line up right at 72.
That's amazing.
It is.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming right back with those numbers for you. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We're going to be right back with those oil numbers, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The TFNN Memorial Day Tiger Dollar Special has just been announced. For 1 week only, we're doubling the bonuses that we normally give out with any Tiger Dollar purchase. Normally, when you purchase Tiger Dollars, you can receive a 10, 15, or 20% bonus with your purchase, but through Memorial Day only, we've doubled the bonuses to 20, 30, and even 40%. This is one of the best Tiger Dollar sales that we offer, and they only come around a couple times a year, so don't let it pass you by. Tiger Dollars can be used for any TFNN newsletter or service, and they never expire. So whether you're already a subscriber and want to add savings to your monthly or yearly subscription, or you're thinking about signing up for anything in the future, now is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. For all the details on the Memorial Day Tiger Dollar Special, visit the front page of TFNN.com before this deal ends May 28th.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We got some quick movement in this oil market.
We got a good one today. It's always nice when we see some action. So we were trading just above 72, right at 72. Talk about a 50-cent move in a heartbeat.
Right.
And what's it coming from? So we had a build of 5.78 million barrels in crude.
Monster.
It's especially surprising given the fact that the median analyst estimate was a decline of about 2 million barrels. The Bloomberg user survey was a decline of about 1 million barrels. So call it what you want. They were looking for a decline of between 1 to 2 million barrels.
Yeah.
You get a build.
And look at the build in gasoline, too.
6 million barrels in crude. Gasoline inventories rising 1.88 million barrels. That is going to send the price downwards when you have much more, and check out that action. So the trades we were looking at had 72 as that pivot point. Anything away from 72, you start gaining value in, right? You had your noon trades costing us about $48 total.
Yeah.
So already right away you're approaching break even for those trades. If you wanted to take one side off, you could take the bearish side off if you wanted to, and even just to jump to it. So here was our noon trades. This would be your bearish spread. That's where all the value is going to be right now. You could buy that back for about 45. You're looking for 48 if you expected this to kind of pop back up to the 72. But I don't know, on those types of numbers, right?
You know, that 230 one, gets really intriguing, folks, because the 230, the one we were going through, the Tommy was going through, is a $5 spread.
Yeah.
And you have till 2:30 this afternoon. Now, you can get $1.50, like, pretty quickly, because this market is getting, that's a lot of oil, man.
I mean, it is a lot of oil. I mean, when you look at the fact that they were looking for 2 million to the downside, you had 6 million to the upside. That's an $8 million miss from the estimates that, you know, they didn't, I mean, you know, 3 minutes ago, they thought, the whole world thought there was going to be 8 million less barrels of crude than there are.
Right.
And so now there's 8 million extra barrels, so that reprices supply and demand. They're just that simple. Yeah, so the noon trades, you had $1.50 of exposure.
Yeah.
And so really your profits are capped out at $70.50 to the downside.
Okay,
that would be $150 in value.
Right.
Putting up about a 48, that's your max profit if you just close out the bear, as in not even close out, if you're just gaining value from one side of that trade, all bearish at this point, obviously. But yeah, and then the 230s, you do have that extra exposure, which on a day like today, you may get more than $1.50.
That's a mean move, man.
It is. And even, you know, and this is why we always illustrate in terms of we pulled up the original 230s that have the $3 of action, right? On a number like that, by 230, we could see more than $3 of action. So it just illustrates exactly why you want to get familiar. And you weren't going to have to pay for that extra. It would have been a shame if you just ever weren't aware, right? You just went in, you made the trade, and you decided to make the $3 one, not being aware that there's an identical spread just with extra exposure you don't even have to pay for. And on a day like today, look at it running. So right now, again, this would have been our bearish spread. Now we're looking at the $5 one, and you can see already we got $77 of value in there as oil's down $73, basically from 73 cents from where we were.
And both sides only cost us 61.
Right, for this trade, both sides of it, we're going to cost you about 61. Even as it recalibrated back to right at 72, it came in. It was about 58, 59.
Right.
And man, oil, that's quite a move. We haven't seen a move of 75 cents in the span of 3 minutes, right? But we haven't seen an 8 million barrel miss.
Right.
I can't remember one, really.
Right.
So we'll check back in, but always fun when we get some action. Maybe we'll be paying cheaper prices after all.
Thank God.
We'll see. Okay.
Yeah, let's. I actually want to.
Oh, look! Before we just jump around, here's I like the full wrap up of the numbers. So there's your
look. Oh, look at that thing! Oh my God! Look at these. Watch these numbers, folks.
Yeah, numbers across the board from misses. I mean, there's your big top headline number, right? Crude with the almost 6 million barrel build. Estimate was 2 million.
No, the estimate was 2 million negative.
Yes,
and we had a 5.7 build.
Yes.
Right.
And Cushing crude, you saw a decline of about 1.2. PAD 3 crude, increase of 3.1. I'm wondering what the expectation was there. That seems to be a big build for PAD 3. Gasoline, again, just like decline was it was an estimate for a decline of 1.4. I mean, all these numbers, look how quick they're loading on a day like today. And then you had a build in gas, same thing, 1.8. Distillate's pretty close to estimates in there.
Yeah.
Let's see, fuel demand. So demand rising 2% in the past 4 weeks. Be interesting to see how that plays out.
So
in terms of how
even
that
with
factors
demand
in.
rising, we still have more gas. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a justification that if we owned an oil mill, I mean, you'd want to push out as much as you could out at $70 a barrel.
Probably,
right?
yeah. Probably even 72, right? I mean, it's not even 70, which is remarkable. All right, and before we jump away, because it's moving so quick, all right, 71.30, and we'll check back in.
Gotta love
Pretty
it, man.
cool. Yeah.
Gotta love it. So let's see what that's done to the market out here. So. Yeah, it's put a little pressure in the S&Ps. They were down 7, now they're down 10. We're going to get a lot of movable action out here today. Into the XLE. Let's see what we got with the XLE out here. So XLE, I started lower, I guess, today anyway. Yeah, nothing heavy. I mean, it went from 77.75, I guess, down to 70. Yeah, well, 75 cents. It just went down. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Definitely.
That was definitely quick.
8 million barrels is a big miss, man.
Oh, it's a big number.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. It's
simple supply and demand.
Yeah.
More oil than they thought there's going to be. Well, people just might start charging a little bit of a lower price to get rid of all that extra oil.
Now, this is going to be a delayed quote, but I want to see what gasoline. So it was down 1.5 pennies. And we'll pull this up in a few more minutes. It's a 10-minute delay, I believe.
Okay. Yep, you're going to see a spike down in there for sure.
Oh, yeah. Thank God.
I agree.
You know?
Totally. It's got. I waited to fill up my gas tank, so no.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here today. So we got, let's see, Bank of America is down 58 cents. We'll have to go see what's going on there. Hewlett Packard Enterprise is down $1.66. They came out with numbers. We talked about Lowe's. That's up even higher. That's up 8.42 now.
Can we jump into Hewlett Packard Enterprises?
Yeah.
They came out with their earnings as well. That's quite a jump.
HPE.
Exactly, yeah. So this is the spin-off from Hewlett Packard, right?
Right.
But poof, quite a number, man, in terms of, you're talking about only a $17 and change stock, and you're down $1.60 today.
And you got an ABC down. Look at this thing. You're blowing away a B point. You already got. So let's see. The volume, you need 14 million, and you're at 11 million, 11.3. So your A point is what? That's 1940. That's not that big. Well, it's $4. No, it's $3.
I was going to say we're almost already there, I think.
Yeah, 1488 would be the number.
I was just going to pull it back because this has been a really. Oh, it doesn't load when you do it. What?
Yeah, no, it loaded. It just loaded.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, it's just been a good stock, I was going to say, pretty much since they spun it off. I guess I'm just remembering from kind of in the last year, but it had quite a little run from 13 to 19 in the span of, you're talking about 6 months, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So let's see what they had to say there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, perfect. Yep, right. Okay, so there are the numbers. They had...
That's full year. So it starts with the second quarter right there. Second quarter adjusted margin. It's only 9%. Look at that. I guess they're not in a big margin business, but net revenue, the estimate had been $7.4 billion. They took in $7.47 billion, so they made that. Earnings was 31 cents. They made 34, so they made that. So it must be pushing forward, right?
It's got to be something there, man.
Full year or whatever. Bottom line is that the market's selling it off.
Big time.
Right. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow right now down 95. Nasdaq's off 15. S&Ps are off 11. We'll come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 97. We get the Nasdaq off 20. S&Ps are off 12.5. Let's go inside these indices and see what we have, because the Dow gave it up yesterday. So out here today, leaders, we got Boeing is the leader, putting 13 positive points. Johnson & Johnson 6, Merck 6. Taken away from it, Goldman. Goldman's putting 21 negative points. Disney 13. JP Morgan 11 and American Express 10.
Disney facing some competition for Fox, right?
Oh.
See that? So Comcast is going to make an all-cash bid.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay.
They had come out, and so that's where you see Comcast, I believe, even as well, down today. CMCSA, right? CMCSA. So marginal, but then, and I believe you had Fox up on that news.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a battle. It's a battle for content, right?
It's always nice when you hear people want to, I mean, because they had already pretty much accepted that bid, but it's not closed. It's not,
right.
Of course, when you're talking about a closing like that. Oof.
Big time.
Yeah.
So if we go inside the NDX 100, take a look at the leaders. C-Trip is up 5.5%. I wonder if they come out with numbers last night. That's an Asian internet stock.
Okay.
Allergen is up,
Is it
Align. It's
okay.
Align Technology, up 2%. Taken away from it, look at the chips. Interesting. Xilinx is down 4%. You get Dish off 2.8%. As Workday is down 2.6%, and ASML is down 2.2%. The
excuse me.
Let's go over to the gold contract. So. And this is what's important. So, when we're talking the Nadex product, folks, you want to understand when the futures markets are closing. When I say futures markets, they're trading off when the pits are actually open. So the gold contract closes at 1 o'clock. Because when this gold came down this morning...
I believe it's 1:30.
1:30, yeah.
Okay.
When this gold came down this morning, right, I wanted to buy it inside the Nadex platform.
Okay.
But I knew that the Fed numbers don't come out till 2.
Sure, you wanted to buy it with the potential to hold it through the Fed minutes.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. So that's something that you really want to get your head wrapped around also.
It is. Now, their spreads are daily. Of course,
you could do the weekly,
They have the binaries, which are weekly.
Because I looked at the binaries this morning, too.
Yeah.
Well, on the first downdraft, when you see this, on the first downdraft, well, I guess it's still down. It's pretty interesting. There was like I think the 12.94 was only like $11.75.
Okay, maybe the 12.95. Were you looking at the weeklies?
No, I was looking at the on the binaries, I was looking at the dailies.
Okay. Now those still
Yeah.
expire though at 1:30.
Yeah, no, I
Just
know.
to put things-
I know
Okay,
that.
cool.
Yeah, right.
So on the weeklies though, these are the weeklies.
Yeah.
So gold right now trading 1289.20.
Yeah.
The weeklies, they have a weekly at every $10, and these are set depending on where gold is at the beginning of the week,
Sure.
etc. So you're sitting right in the middle right now between 1288, right, and 1289.
Yeah.
So you can see that these are the two bid offers. But yeah, if you're going directionally for any type of a decent move, I mean, even to the upside, you have till Friday at 1:30, and just to pull up the bid offer, I mean, number one, you're going directionally, so
Right.
automatically there's a 50-50 chance that we're going to trade lower or higher from where we are right now.
Sure.
But then, you know, you're talking about only a $5-6 move, and basically it's a risking one to make two trade right now
Right.
to the upside, which
Right.
isn't that bad. You know, if you have a bullish bias,
Right.
if you're looking for something by Friday, and on a similar trade, you know, going to the negative side, you can see that it becomes kind of a risk 4 to make 10. So almost, you know, max loss 40, and that one, it's not quite the risk reward only because you're a little bit closer. You're only about $4 from the strike price to the negative side, whereas you're about $6 from the strike price to the positive side, and that's the difference in your risk reward. So, just checking back on oil, so kind of hanging down at that 71.32. We'll check back in one more time for the hour.
So we got our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, tonight.
That's right. It's a good day. We're talking currencies, right?
Yeah,
man? Currencies
it's
everywhere.
seriously.
We got Fed minutes
Yeah.
coming out. So Steve put together a good workshop for his subscribers for mastering probability. Tonight, right after your program, 5 p.m., he'll be in there. We'll get some Fed minutes. I'm sure we'll see some action in the dollar, whatever
Yep.
it is.
That's
And-
2 o'clock. Yep.
Yeah. What's 2? Oh, Fed minutes are at 2 o'clock. Yeah. And so decipher the markets, follow the money, because currencies rule. So, you know, Steve's always great. He pulls up whether it's the gold in euros, right? I mean,
Right.
just looking at how things are trading in different currencies. So that's kind of what he's going to be talking about in here. How you determine each index is performing in any currency. Because, I mean, man, we've talked about it before, where it's like when you had Brexit, right?
Right.
You look at, you know, their index over there in dollars, oh my goodness, right? But then you look at it in euros, or you look at it in the pound, just such
Sure.
different formations. Currencies rule, man. They really do. So how to determine where the indexes are for a variety of currencies, swing points in the major currencies, breakouts and breakdowns. Should be a good workshop. 60 minutes. Of course, that'll be archived if you can't attend live. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Great time to try it out. And Steve puts together a great newsletter, bottom line, no matter what, every morning. And you also gain access to another workshop he did, the Ultimate Trading Singles, Japanese candlesticks. You also gain access to his money management workshop. So you get all of that. You get these immediately when you sign up. And then, of course, you'll be able to attend tonight's workshop,
Right.
5 till 6. And you get a whole month of his newsletter, man, which is great information. He works his butt off putting that out every morning. So I encourage people to check it out. And the best way to do it, right,
Totally.
is
Just
you
go
go
get
over
your
there,
Tiger dollars.
you get your Tiger dollars, step 1, and then step 2, you immediately go back in, log into your account, and apply some of those Tiger dollars for a month of mastering probability, because we got the Tiger dollar sale, runs through Monday. You can get 20, 30, or 40% bonus on whatever you spend. It's automatic savings. If you're a current subscriber, I always say it, you should be purchasing Tiger dollars. If you're a current subscriber, you're paying monthly, you know, recurring payments, great way to just lock in some savings. They never expire. You can use them for any product. Same exact deal, you know, in terms of you go over there, 30-day money-back guarantee still applies. So,
Right.
you know, you get your Tiger dollars, you sign up for Steve's workshop. If you don't, and he gets very few money-back requests, seriously.
Yeah, right.
But you get your Tiger dollars back. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
the same deal, so you're not losing any value at
It's
all.
cash.
It is,
Right.
exactly.
It's cash
So,
at TFNN anyway.
check them
Yeah.
both out. Tiger dollars through this weekend, and then of course I'm at Steve Rhodes tonight. I'll be watching, and yeah, it's a good day for it, man. We got currencies rocking. I'm sure he's going to jump around to many interesting topics.
So let's go over to the crypto world for a second, because what you do have is that good old Bitcoin is snaking
gonna say,
underneath that 8,000 level.
Under 8,000.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump back to Nadex just to see it again, if you don't mind, because it's always interesting seeing. Look at oil getting a little bit of a bid. I can't help it. So pulling up the weekly.
The spread,
Speaking of weekly spreads, right now that yeah. So I just wanted to see how it traded overnight, because I did pull it up this morning and it was interesting. Back under that 8,000 mark. Yeah, and quite an acceleration. So this is yesterday during the trading day, and you can see that the slide, you know, we hung tight until about 4:30. Maybe it was that API oil number. No. And from there, it was quite a slide, though. You're talking about from 4:30 until just 9 o'clock, you go from about 8,300 down to 7,800 and change.
$500.
Yeah, I know, and they seem so small just because we're used to such magnificent moves, but they are not small, man.
Crazy.
So 7,900, we'll see.
877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials right now trading down.
Where are we? Ooh,
120. Nasdaq's down 27. S&Ps are off 14.5. We get some acceleration, folks, on the way down. Tommy and I come right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
One of the keys to success in anything is the ability to make new distinctions. So what new distinctions are you making to achieve even more success in your life? When it comes to trading and investing, I wanted to become the best of the best, which is why I went on to make new distinctions. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest have been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as the #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 in gold. On Wednesday, May 23rd at 5 p.m., I'm going to share with subscribers one of my newest distinctions, which is how to follow the money and do so with multiple currencies. You see, money has to flow somewhere, and with the world getting smaller and smaller each day, you and I can identify exactly where most of the money in the world is flowing. Sign up for Mastering Probability by coming to the homepage of TFNN.com to begin your 30-day money-back guaranteed trial membership and learn the exact tools that I use to time the markets. And if you can't attend live, don't worry, because the workshop will be archived on your members page for the next 30 days. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 134, Nasdaq off 15, S&Ps are off 15, Nasdaq's down 32. We get the volatility starting to pick up a little here.
We sure do.
Yeah.
So let's check back in on oil one more time. So it's approaching 11 o'clock. We're about 25 minutes after those numbers and just kind of hanging down there. We hit a low about 71.20, so we're 19 pennies off that low. But we're hanging low, and no matter what trade you had made, we're now 60+ cents below 72. So you're in a profitable position if you're making that volatility trade.
Yes.
And again, if you were bullish or bearish, if you're bullish, well, you're straight out of luck, obviously.
Right.
But if you were bearish, that one was only going to cost you about $30. So that's where you can see if you do pick the right side. I personally like the volatility trades because you don't need to pick a direction.
Right.
And as we've seen recently, man, we have some volatility in this oil market, and that's not a lot of premium. Again, everything's personal preference, bias, but not a lot of premium, and it's kind of shown to fruition when you see the type of moves that can come, in the span of I was going to say a minute in the span of like 8 seconds after those numbers come out.
Right.
So interesting trade, interesting action. Maybe we'll see some lower prices at the gas pump coming soon. We'll see. Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right.
And market-wise out here, let's just go look at this first, because this was a good 6-point move. Look at that move.
Yeah. 6 point. Where are we? We're
inside
now
that S&P.
off the high. We're a good 10 plus points off the high.
Yeah. So what is that? That's
highs there 27.21.
Yeah.
We're now
11 points down.
It's a big move. Big move.
So we'll see where the rest of this shakes out. But you can expect we're going to be getting some good volatility, I suspect, coming up to those minutes and then whatever's in those minutes. And you can see the bonds. The bonds are saying that it's going to be dovish. I mean, that thing look at, we normally do 278,000 contracts on the 30 all day. We've already done 278,000.
Okay.
Stay right there, folks. We got swim lessons coming up next. And then, of course, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon.
Thanks man.
Wow, go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.